It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Welcome to another edition of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Tonight has been a long time coming, and I'd like to welcome everybody. If you've never tuned in before, we do this. I do this every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. You're gonna have to bear with us tonight because this is the biggest setup that I've done inside here, and you know now that it's the biggest setup, I have everything maxed out. So we got different camera angles. I got people in San Marcos, Texas, and we should be having somebody in from New York as well. But again, man, welcome guys to another edition of Wacky Wednesday. It's been with who, Jacob? Who's it with? So I have all the kids in the house tonight. We'll see if I can get them all in the view. Here's some different views that you'll see tonight. There in the back with the blue hoodie, that's Juanito. To the right of him, your left is Magdalena, Lena. And then let's see, we got to switch it up. And then we have, there he is, straight out from the core, Mr. Jesse B in the house. To his right, we have Jasmine. Say hi, Jasmine.
I don't know where I'm looking.
You gotta look 360 here. Well, hold on. We haven't. And then next to Jasmine, we have none other than Jacob, right? And then okay, also known as Pennywise. And then all the way from San Marcos, Texas, there she is, Jackie G. What's up, Jackie?
Can I talk?
Jackie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. There you go.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
So there's going to be a lot of switching back and forth. I'm trying to get this down packed. So again, thank you guys for joining us. It's been another crazy week. To get all my kids at one time in one place is not an easy task. And with that being said, I'm happy that you guys are here and you're giving me 2 hours of your time. Hey, and y'all need to be on your best behavior because y'all don't know when I'm switching the cameras. So the camera could be on you and you don't even know it. Let's see if we have any. I know, right? I want to get on that side. Oh, you know what? Also tonight, if you guys have any questions for the kids, you'll be able to call in. I'll put the number up here. You'll be able to call in, and you'll be able to talk to them and ask them whatever you want. Throw Dad under the bus, or whatever the case may be. No, you can ask whatever you want. You guys can ask whatever you want.
You guys can ask me whatever you want.
So here, let me see. Let me try to get a group here. Let's see, Jackie, and we'll get Jasmine and Juanito. You three guys are gonna be on right now. Woo, man. Let's see. Yeah, your mic's on.
Hello.
Hey, everybody's saying what's up. Oh, hey, I got a haircut, bro. I went back old school. I had to take off all the gray.
I did too.
Jackie, are you there, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay. Jack, can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Well, Jackie, we're gonna start. I got some questions for you. Right now, you're in San Marcos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going for you?
It'd be better if I had a better roommate. but for the most part, it's cool. It's fun. It's what you would expect school to be during a pandemic.
Okay. Let me see if I could turn you up a little bit, Jack. Let me see. Jackie, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You guys can hear?
Yep.
All right. So Jackie, you being 17 now you're 18 now and in college. How's that going for you? Like, I mean,
It was
you couldn't even
annoying
go
when
to
I
the
was
gym,
still
right? You couldn't even
17.
check into the gym.
Yeah, I couldn't use the gym until last week,
Okay.
so that sucked. But everything else is normal. I mean, no one really knew I was 17 until I said I was.
I hear you. I hear you. Jasmine, since you're laughing in the background, let's go ahead and turn on your mic. Your mic's on. Jazz.
Is it on?
It is on. Jasmine, tell us a little bit about yourself. Jasmine, what you're doing, how old you are. The people want to know who you are.
Okay, I'm 27. I'm currently working. I'm actually an academic advisor at a college. I don't live at home anymore.
Alright. Oops.
Yeah, I don't know what else you want to know.
Jasmine, oh, they said turn you up, Jasmine, because they couldn't hear you. Hold
Can
on.
you hear me now?
Huh? We'll get you a little bit right here.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
There we go.
okay. Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try this.
Oh, okay. So, hey guys, if y'all don't know me, I'm Jasmine.
I'm not your best friend.
I'm the second oldest of how many of us?
8.
Damn it, they move.
Cheaper about the dozen.
What should I sing? Oh. What should I sing?
I'm in the background.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the background.
I live in San Antonio. Everybody said they can't hear me.
Her mic is on. Her mic is on.
Hello. Can you hear me now if I talk like this?
It's the button.
My lips are literally on the mic.
Ew.
That's how I can talk. Can y'all hear me like that?
Hey, y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear Jasmine.
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Oh, they can hear you now, Jasmine. If they can hear you all the way in Australia, you're good.
Ooh, who's in Australia
Yeah,
right now?
my friend Claire, she's watching all the way from Australia right now.
Claire. What
So-
up, Claire? How's it going, girl?
So that's Jasmine. Let's see.
I just farted.
Jacob. That's hey, we're live, bro. You heard it right here. You heard it right here. There's Jesse. Let's put him live real quick. Hey, Jesse, grab that mic right there. It's that mic next to Lena. And just introduce yourself and what you've been up to and what you're doing.
Jesse Balderas.
Hey, make sure the mic is on, guys. Maybe that's why.
You gotta get up to it like this. Make sure
I don't know
lips.
it's on.
Is it on?
Hello?
Put your lips
Can
on.
you hear me?
You got to talk on it, dude.
This is the last chair. This is the last chair.
How about you just take it off?
Alright, hello?
Oh, hey, Selena?
Can you guys hear me?
No. Is your mic on?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, alright, move this back in. Alright, well, alright, anyways. Jesse Balderas,
Oh. Go ahead, Jess. We got
Alright,
we got to
yeah,
play it by ear.
Alright, yeah, I just moved back home from California. I did 4.5 years in the Marine Corps, and now I'm going to school. I'm going to San Antonio Community College right now, just for the first 2 years, just to try to get my prereqs out and my small classes out of the way. But eventually, I would like to graduate with my bachelor's in kinesiology, and then after that, follow on schools, most definitely. But we'll see.
I need a speaker.
Right now, I moved back in with my parents.
I need a speaker.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. I just go to school. I go to school, work out, come home, help my parents around the house, do what I have to do, and just do that every day. That's it.
That's Jessie B. Let's see. Let's see if we can get her in. Oh, there she is on the corner. We'll get her in there. Lena, grab that mic. What's up? You're next on the mic. Introduce yourself.
Actually, I want to sit right there.
Hi, Melanie.
You got to scoot up to the mic.
All right.
Yeah, scoot up to the plate, 22. I'm the middle child. I think everyone knows that. Well, actually, I don't know. I go to school and I work, and I live at home too.
We got them all at home. We got it. We got everybody. We got everybody at home. We got everybody at home.
Also,
Certain circumstances, let us back here.
I don't know. Wait, can no one hear me?
Yo, the topic this week is being a military brat and growing up with a Marine asshole dad. I said it fast enough so we don't get burned. There you go. There you go.
Alrighty. But yeah, that's just me.
They hear us from your mic.
I'll just mute.
I'm going to a dental school, so that's pretty cool. I just started that this week, so I should be graduating. I will be graduating next summer.
So next up, we're gonna have Juanito. Juanito, say what's up.
What's up? Can I pick this up or what?
No, you gotta talk into that mic right there.
Really?
You bring it down. Bring it down
How?
like that.
Just like
Yeah, like that. You gotta scoot up to it.
I feel like,
Oh, I want those headsets. I want
yes,
that
sir. I
headset.
can get everything.
I want
How
that
you
headset.
doing? I think the camera's on me right now.
Come on.
It's right there. Talk.
Oh. I don't
Tell
know.
them. Tell them where you work.
But
What you're doing.
I'm 19. I work at academy. Right now, I'm not doing too much. I'm just chilling, living at home, you know. But soon I plan on doing some 2021. So we'll see what's up.
All right, now.
Juanito. He's still here. If you're kicking, y'all know Juanito. He's still here kicking. Everybody says, "What's up, Juanito?" Next up, we have next to Juanito, of course, the one and only
Pennywise.
Mr. Pennywise himself. Jacob, introduce yourself. Tell them what you're doing and where you go to school and all that stuff.
When I go to school, we have turkey tomorrow, and yes, you could. So, we have turkey tomorrow, and we have pie, pumpkin pie, mashed potatoes, gravy, and we're gonna go to PE tomorrow, and we're gonna do baseball at outside. We get to go outside because we get to do soccer. And instead of that, we kind of like that. Instead of over and over again, we do that again and again and again.
And I want you to tell everybody what today is. I want you to say it loud and proud. What's today?
Wacky Wednesday. And I'm gonna tell people something. Be quiet. Be quiet. I got a sock today and it hurt, but it kind of hurt, but Dad's not ready to do it yet.
Billy! So who's the chicken here?
Hey, Jalen, if you can hear us, turn your camera sideways.
It just was a box. So.
No, that's not gonna work.
Oh.
So we have Jalen. Jalen's about to join us here from New York, if she can figure out her camera.
I'm sorry.
Ayo.
Put yourself on the camera. Are you gonna talk or are you gonna walk around with a dog?
I don't know where I am. Am I there?
Oh, there you are. So there she is, all the way from somewhere in New York. Check it out. She's wearing pick up your hand again. Check out the army, guys. Pick up your hand. Is that a yellow wristband? What is that?
That's check COVID.
Oh, okay, good. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, Jalen, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, there's not much to
at.
tell. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Tell us what you're doing and where you're at.
So I just got off work. It's about 9 o'clock. I am currently stationed out here at Fort Drum, New York. I live in Sackett's Harbor, New York, which is right on Lake Ontario. It's very beautiful. I am 24 years old. I don't know what number, not including my mom's kids, but I know that in total I have a lot of siblings. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Fourth oldest. Me. I'm the third.
Jalen, on the comments, you got a lot of thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you for your support.
So, hey, just stand by. You'll be on and off, on and off. Hey, guys. So, again, I have my phone number up here. If you'd like to call in and ask the kids questions, that'd be cool because my kids, they're looking at me like, Dad, what are we going to talk about?
Look at Theo Edwards.
So,
Theo Edwards said you have 9 kids and you use the smallest room in the house.
Right?
hey, it's where the stuff's at. We got to make do. Oh, Jackie, I thought you did, Jackie. Hold on. She
No,
say
you
like
just
I'm in
asked
San
me
Marcos,
questions
I'm this, and now she's like I didn't introduce my Jackie. You're on now. You're on, Jack. You're on.
You introduced me. Okay. I'm Jackie. I'm the baby girl, so I'm the second youngest, aka the princess, as you all know. I'm a freshman at Texas State this year. That's why I'm not at home. I currently live in San Marcos. I'm a social work major, and then I work for the Veterans Affairs office on campus. So that's pretty much it. I hate school, so someone save me.
Jackie,
Okay.
don't say that. Come on.
Okay, I'm kidding. I kind of like school.
You're killing me. So there you guys go. You get a little introduction to all the kids. Being a father of a big family, you know, I always tell my friends like the hardest thing to do is know that every one of your kids are going to be individuals and they're going to be their own person. Even though you'd like to mold them all to be the same exact because it makes things easier, but in reality that can't happen. You know, so the kids, man, the kids have been through. You know, we always talk about the spouses, and we talk about like the military service member being gone. You know, that's hard on the service member. You know, being the spouse having to take care of the household in general, that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? But nobody ever kind of focuses on the kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids go through a lot. They know in good ways and bad ways. You know, damn, they're already commenting on your who's your favorite? No lying. Who is that?
It was Mary.
Mary and Mario.
It's me.
We'll put them on there. We'll put her on there. Oh, we'll take it back off. We'll take it back off. We'll take it back off.
We've been known this.
No, guys. Like I said, it's really difficult to be a child of a Marine, and then you know you got to take you bring your work home, and it's hard to take your boots off sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta take your boots off at the door, and sometimes it's really hard. You know what I mean? It's really hard to do that, and you know the kids they grew up. What do you guys think, man? You guys think you guys grew up rough? What do you think?
All right, let me be honest.
Oh, Lena's going on? Hold on. Here we go. Lena's grabbing the mic. Y'all better stand by. Wait for this one.
I actually like my
Hold on, Lena. Let's see what you got here.
I was about to reverse that. You got me on there? Don't do the camera. The camera's on here. So basically, I don't know if you know.
So basically.
Maybe it's a little TMI, but I actually started living with my dad and mom when I was around 10 years old. From that time, I was 10 years old until right now, literally probably like the best childhood ever. Like, I mean, I guess like mostly because we're just so close in age that It was just like when one of us got in trouble, we all got in trouble, or if one of us went somewhere, we're all going with each other. So I think that was like, and then like just telling stories. Like telling like our friends like stories from like our childhood. They're like, freaking out. They're like, why would your parents let you do that? Or like when we would like talk about us fighting and stuff like. I mean, that was probably like a highlight of my childhood, just fighting all my siblings.
Hey, you guys ever see those memes where they show like the Mexican parties and it's like all the adults are downstairs drinking and dancing and having a good time, and the in the background in all the bedrooms, all the kids are sitting there playing around, knocking the hell out of each other. That's them. Jackie, Jalen, Nito, Jasmine, y'all have anything to chime in on that?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead, Jasmine.
I think one of the cons of this lifestyle was having to move. How do you say it? Like different states. We actually got blessed and didn't have to move a lot. We just moved once, but um, yeah, it was hard for me because my dad got orders to San Antonio in the middle of my senior year in California, and I had to move. I didn't have to. I had the choice to stay or to go, but I chose to go because I did not want to live without my family. I moved to Texas and had to do my junior and senior year over again. I think my junior year was one of the hardest because I literally got on the bus and cried every single day because I had to repeat 2 years of my high school. But honestly, that was the best decision of my life because if I didn't move here, I would have been, who knows where I would have been if I would have stayed in Cali. But now I'm one of the high ranks in my company that I work for. I got promoted in my company 3 times in the past year and a half. So I'm blessed to call myself a military brat.
Yeah, good for you.
And honestly, I love San Antonio, and I do see myself being here quite a while.
No, down.
Dang it! That was good, Jasmine. That was good. Hey, but that's kind of like some of the military kids. That's the stuff you don't see. Transferring from state to state. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it's not easy because sometimes kids' credits that are creditable in one state don't stand in another state. And Texas loves their history and they love their thing. So some of the credits didn't pass over. So with that being said, she had to do a year and a half over.
Because I didn't take Texas history.
There you go. There you go.
All because I didn't take Texas history and I didn't know about the Alamo. But do we use the Alamo now, like in our workforce? No.
Yes.
We don't know about no. I don't know, but I had to retake.
Jackie, Jalen, do y'all have anything from far away y'all want to chime in on growing up?
I think we definitely had it, like as far as like moving, a lot better than the average like military child. But like we grew up in a 4-bedroom house with like 7 to 8 kids at a time.
It was 5-bedroom, homie. Try again.
Huh? Anyways.
Yes, it was a 5-bedroom.
And it was a 4-bedroom. Was it? Beside the point. So it was 5. It was a 5-bedroom. Beside the point. But like when I said like growing up like all like in the same age group, it was like we made it happen, going to work full time, picking us up, taking us to the Boys and Girls Club, dropping us off, going back to work, picking us up, making us dinner, doing it all again the next day. So, but that's how like my experience was, I guess. I don't know.
I have something. Can y'all? Okay.
Yeah, everybody can hear you, Jalen.
Okay, so I think something interesting about our family, people like to assume that, we were always together and we kind of had like the same standards growing up and all of these different things. I think one of the most beautiful things about our family is that we all come from like different walks of life and we just somehow ended up together. And I know that sounds super weird because family, they're together and they stay together or whatever. But like Lena mentioned earlier, so I moved with my mom and my dad when I was almost 13. Um, and so like I had a lot of different outlooks on life, I think. Um, Not so much. I was 13 years old. Like you don't really know much, but I think just
You were 12.
the way that we're so individual is based off of the fact that we grew up so differently, but still together and the same, if that makes any sense. But um, being a military child, going on that topic, I think it's also an incredibly beautiful thing to be constantly surrounded by military children, which is something you get to see coming up in school. So even though you don't get the same experience of living in a small town and having those same friends growing up, you get this ability to really learn how to be independent and form relationships quickly that are long lasting, and you know go far beyond being within the same um I guess area. So you could be like, we had friends in California still, obviously down in, while we were living in Texas, and they'd come visit us there and stuff like that. So I think being a military child teaches you a lot of different things about life that are important, especially the relationship aspect. But that's really all I had.
Now, those are great comments. Uh, he's shy. Honestly, you would think that Juanito's probably the shyest, but it's not. It's actually Jesse. If y'all didn't know him, he's actually the shyest out of all. So I'm gonna put him on the spot here. Jess, with Lena's hand down so we can see you. Um, let's see. Hold on. Go ahead, Jess.
So what's the question again? Just how is it growing up?
Yeah. How yeah.
Child? Um, no, I'm laughing at Joe's comment.
Joe Watson already calling you out, bro.
No, okay, so yeah, no, it's different. It's different. You meet people that are like, so personally, I got blessed enough to meet friends that are surrounded to dudes that were strangers, but eventually became like tighter than like they're just like my brothers, basically. Um, in that aspect, and I think that's only because like everybody's just kind of, all the people that you meet, like when you're moving around and stuff like that, all the friends or whatever, like you can kind of tell, you become really good at reading people, and you become really good at knowing different personalities and how people are and look. What, you can't hear me? What? I don't know. So I think that growing up in a military like family with like a military child, it's rewarding. As it's rewarding growing up and becoming an adult, because you see, like I said earlier, Jalen said you meet all different walks of life, and you can tell, you meet bad people, you meet good people, and you meet people who are just like man, you are like insane, you're an amazing person, you know what I mean? So like it's just, I don't know, you just grow, you get a lot of experience meeting a lot of people because people leave.
He's talking about his brothers, Junior and Julian. That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
I'm just talking about everybody.
No, I'm giving him a hard time. Junior and Julian, if you guys watch later, what's up to your dad and your mom?
Edward,
you know, what did y'all just do? Something just got
Disconnected.
no. Whatever y'all just threw, just did a buzz.
What did they do? What do you mean?
I don't know. It's all right. We got it. We got it. We found it. We found it. So, like I was saying, we still have one more to ask, and he's not gonna get away from it. But you know, these kids. Another thing that we don't ever really talk about, and they're watching tonight. is that when you grow up in a military family, in a military background, you don't have your tios and your tias and your cousins. None of that. It doesn't exist. I mean, unless you're from that base and you're in that local area, then yes. But with that being said, my friends that grew up with me in the Marine Corps, they have kids, and we become their tios. Their tios and tias that they know, and they love their blood tio and tias. But the thing is that they're not around them as much. Really, that's fine. That's fine, Lena. He's fine. They're not around them as much. So.
Can I interrupt for just a minute? It's for chapter. Danielle wants to know: are y'all having any retreats this year at all?
No.
For San Antonio chapter?
No. See, this is live. We get answered. I'm answering all kinds of questions. What happened? What are you doing, Jess?
I want to share.
Why, you're too low?
Yeah.
So like Mary and Mario, those guys, they've seen my kids grow up. You know what I mean? They've seen them grow up. They've seen them. They went to all the basketball games. They went to the soccer games. Stuff that aunts and uncles do with the normal family. We don't have that when you're in a military situation. So they become their aunts and uncles. It's a cool thing because your family. They might not be blood family, but I mean, you eventually that's who you know and that's who you are. So that's how it goes. So we skipped one on the family question. Let me see if I can get him here in the picture here.
Edward said, "Who's your favorite uncle?" And Mina said, "Who's your favorite tia?"
Oh hell, here we go. So back there in the corner with the hoodie, is Juanito. Juanito, what was it like growing up on base and having your friends? Because believe it or not, Nito probably had the most friends out of everybody, I think, or that I can remember. Maybe because I was around more.
You talking about actual kids his age or adults?
Let me tell you a quick story before I let them talk. So down the street, we used to have these two kids. They were country kids, like straight country. What was their names? What was their names?
I don't remember.
They were the twins. I can't remember their names. Well, anyway, anytime I would come to Beeville, I would always take a big 5-gallon bucket of pickles back with me because they don't sell pickles like that in California. And we kept them in the pantry, right? So one day, these kids come knocking on my door, and forgive me because I'm gonna try to do the way they talk because it was to this day it made me laugh every time they talk, and they would say they like Mister. No, they would say what? They say Nito's dad. Hey, is Nito home? I said, no, he ain't home. He's at football practice. They say, oh, well, can you sell us some of them pickles he sells us? And I said, sell you pickles? Who's selling you pickles? He sells us pickles for $1. So I go and check my 5-gallon, and that thing's about halfway gone. And I probably had it maybe like 3 weeks. And Juanito was out there slanging pickles on the street, making some money. So here he is, without further ado, in the corner back there with his headphones on.
One toe.
Yes, sir.
One knee, one toe.
Golden to you, sir.
All right, Nito. How was it growing up there in California as a military kid?
It was nice. I can hear myself so clearly right now, so you just have to give me a minute to get used to it.
I want those.
But,
I want to try.
No, I don't know. The California life was fun. I literally grew up there from, I don't know, when I moved from Florida, it was only a few months I was born, but I grew up there till I was like 10 or 11. So it was nothing but just like memories soaking it. Being a sponge the entire time, 1 through 10, but I don't know. The transition was probably the toughest, going from California to big Texas, but you know, it all worked out good at the end. We're all we're all straight, you know. So
Ask Dad, where's the split screen?
Oh my goodness, dang.
Well, I'm not. I'm just wherever I can talk. That's kind of where I'm putting. Because I put the split screen, it's gonna make everything small.
the split screen.
Yeah. So, let's see, Jackie. Let me tell you a story about Jackie, man. Jackie
I'm
used to
scared.
ride her bike to school, right? And when she'd ride her bike to school, she was all about riding her bike to school, but she was never about riding her bike back home. And the reason she was never, ready to ride her bike back home was because, going to school was all downhill. You could paddle 2 times and get all the way to the school without paddling again.
Yeah.
And Jackie was, one day me and my wife went to pick her up, and all of a sudden we see this boy. I think Jackie was paying him with candy.
Yeah.
She was paying him with candy or something.
Something like that.
These boys
No,
were
I let him
actually,
decide if he wanted money or if he wanted me to buy him something at the teen center.
from the snack bar. So she was
Yeah.
having these boys. Go out there and freaking push her bike all the way home for her, so she could just walk, so she wouldn't have to ride the bike uphill.
Have to ride it back home.
So
All the way to the top and then
Jackie,
And I do it again.
back down.
what did you think being the baby over there? You know what? I want to ask you this question. You saw me mention about like Mary and Mario and Eric and George and Angela and John Mark and all these people that were always around us, as your tios and tias, the Bradleys, the Riveras, Tovar, Dorian. We can't forget about Dorian. Right? Yeomans. Do you agree with them being your uncle? You see them as your uncles the way you do your uncles and aunts in Texas and Florida?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just hated California because I didn't hate it, but it was annoying because there was no girls around me at all ever. And then none of my aunts and uncles, like our military family, wanted to have girls. They were all boys. There was Isaiah, Jovan, Mario, Julio, forced me to watch Freddy Krueger at 12 at night when Lena's supposed to be babysitting us. I did not appreciate it. And then I had the Bradley twins, but they moved. But now, we're all in Texas, so we're close. But yeah, they're definitely family. I mean, they were in my quince. They were there, my graduation party. Every milestone that I ever experienced in life, they were all there for it.
Cool. I think everybody's scared to call in. Whoa, hold on, Jasmine, hold on. We can figure out whose mic is what yet, man. There's Jasmine, loud and clear.
Okay, can you hear me?
That's you, Jasmine.
I want to fall back on your question. I do, no offense to any of our family that are watching. I do consider your military friends more of an uncle and aunt than I do my blood aunt and uncle. Because obviously they've been here and seen more of what goes on in our lives than anyone has. So I do see them more as an uncle and aunt than I see my blood family.
That's a strong answer, Jasmine. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Hey guys, this is Wacky Wednesday. You thought? Look, I mean, we're not doing shots. But they are drinking and you know what? Well, I was gonna say something, Jess, but I don't want to call you out like that. But I am proud of you.
What? That's fine.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So my son Jesse, man, being in the Marine Corps is not easy. You know what I mean? And people drink like we're known to drink. My buddy here, Jesse, there in the background, Uh, my buddy. Okay, Jacob, you too. Uh, Jesse, I want to tell you right here, live on the air, that I'm extremely proud of you that you stopped drinking. And not that it was bad, you know what I'm saying, but you realized that you were drinking way too much, you know what I mean, and causing different things for you, and you. I mean, but it's true. It's true.
I know. That's why.
You guys were, you guys were, you realize that, dude, and it takes a lot. It takes so much to find that about yourself, and then for you to quit. So I'm extremely proud of you for that.
Cheers to that.
And then there goes the other two. Cheers to that. There they go. You want to say something, Jess? Huh? Some food?
What the? No, we're live,
What?
Nico.
Hey, Jacob, do you want to talk? People are asking for you, Jacob. Do you want to say something? Huh? Okay, sit on Nito's lap right there. Sit on Nito's lap. You want to talk in the blue one? Okay. All right, here's Jacob, guys.
Hello, my name is Dang. No, can y'all hear me? But I can't hear myself.
They can hear you. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Tell us about being a military.
Yeah, tell us what it, Jacob. Tell it what it's like to be the baby of everybody. How does it? Wait. Let me ask you the question first.
He's not a baby.
No. I know. How does it feel to be the youngest out of all your brothers and sisters?
I don't want to do online because check me out, and I'm trying to talk.
Alright, what's up? Go ahead.
About Thanksgiving, we're gonna have turkey, and we're gonna put our Christmas tree up. When it's Christmas, we're gonna go to Annabelle and Isabel's house.
Who's Annabelle and Isabel, Jacob?
The one that lives in Houston.
They're your cousins, right?
But Dad was going there too.
Okay. Hey, so as you guys can tell, man, our house is a wide variety of different characters, and that's kind of what I love about it.
Somebody call in.
Yeah, somebody call in there. Nobody's brave. I got the number on there. Hey, breaking news right now. You heard it first right here on Wacky Wednesday. Breaking news. Hey, don't leave here, but just want to let you know. Right now, Israel launches airstrikes on Iran right now. So if you're watching the
I
news.
feel like we should.
Hello.
What's up, family?
Can you hear me, George?
I could hear you.
Okay, bro. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to turn this so they can hear you. Give me a second. Can you hear me, George?
I could hear you.
Okay, bro. Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, George, you're gonna have to turn down your Facebook, bro, because we can hear you twice.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No.
We'll turn
Can
it
y'all hear
down
him
right
on
now.
that? Nada?
Can you see
We heard something.
more?
Hello?
There you go. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yay!
There we go. You're good, George. What you got,
Hey,
brother?
First of all, I want to thank God for such a great family that you guys have. guys mean a lot to my family. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We got
sir.
you.
Loud and clear.
We got you.
They can hear you,
But
brother.
the question that I have for y'all, and it is about the kids today. So the question that I have for them is, what do you guys think has made you successful on what you have done so far? Because every one of you has been successful in my eyes. And being a large family the way that you are, and being able to not be selfish about yourself and succeed in life as a military family, what do you think, or what in life or that your parents did, or what did you learn in the military that has made you successful?
Dude, that's a really really good question, bro.
I'll answer that one. I want to take a shot
Hold
at
on,
this.
we have Jackie on the camera, so we'll let Jackie answer her. We'll answer her question. Go ahead, Jack.
Double chin is like double.
Okay, I think, or no, not even I think. The main reason for like my quote unquote like success in life so far would definitely be my siblings, because like I've always been a one upper. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, like I being the youngest until Jacob was born, I see Jasmine graduating high school, and then Jesse graduating high school, and Jalen, and then going to university, and Jesse joining the Marines. All of my siblings are doing these great things with their lives, and like I want to do something great too. And one thing that I feel took part in all of our success was our mom's like open mindedness on how we go about our lives and what we decide to do, because if you really think about it, none of us are really doing the same thing. None of us took the same path. We all did something very different with our lives, and we've always had our mom and each other. No offense, Dad.
Hold on,
Our
Jackie.
mom and each
I'm
other
gonna have to
to
turn this
fall
down
back
because
on.
you can hear it twice. You're talking and it's coming back through again on the microphone. So I gotta mute everybody over here. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So George, are you still on here? George, you still here?
I'm here.
Okay, cool. That was Jackie's answer. Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Jasmine and see. Huh? Lena wants to talk. Okay. Let's see.
Yes, I am.
All right, there's Lena right there.
Okay. Successful. I feel
There's a delay.
is it one? I mean, yes, we've had multiple successes in our lives, but I think we were just brought up to like never be satisfied with what you're doing. Never like settle for like the bare minimum. I think recently that was probably like one of my biggest problems is just like settling for the bare minimum. But I mean, recently,
Hi, baby.
like I've had my siblings like literally like getting onto me and like whatever. Like I think it's just it was us. Like we
Jesus.
have like the biggest support system within our family, like our
Jalen.
immediate family. Like and especially like because there's been
Mute yourself because I
times
can't hear Lena.
where we hear like a lot of outside sources, speaking on our family, and like how we work as a family dynamic. But I feel overall, we literally have always only been worried about us, like ourselves and our siblings. Our parents have always taught us it doesn't matter where you are. If you're with your siblings, you roll with your siblings the whole time. That's it. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna be with you that whole way besides your siblings. I mean, you know, if it's different, it's different. But I mean, just for us, just from what I see, I mean, like that's like my biggest support system is my siblings. To me, I mean, yes, of course, my parents, but I think it's more so us siblings push each other a little bit too hard at times, but
Yeah,
I
let's talk
appreciate
about
it
that,
to the
Lena.
max. I mean, I really don't know where I'd be without my siblings at all. Like, no clue. But my dogs for life. Cheers to that.
So there's another one of your answers. We're gonna go to New York and see if we can get an answer for you, George. I don't know if she heard the whole. Jalen, did you hear the whole question?
Oh my God! Whoa! I was not ready for the camera.
You're live. You're
Yes.
live on Facebook, Jalen. Hey,
Yeah.
did you hear Theo George's question?
Yeah. So, what does he think has helped us be successful in life? Jesus, my hair is so
Whoever's
bad.
listening
My
to
goodness,
Facebook, turn it down in the
I can't even
background.
concentrate. I think Lena hit the nail on the head. Like the siblings is pretty much what stabilizes, but also creates turmoil to the point where you, like Jackie also said, like you want to one up one another all the time. Like you want to be the best. Like there's how many of us? Like 8. There's 8 of us, and like we just want to compete to be number 1 all the time.
But
And
I'm the
I think-
favorite.
Okay. But I think that creates, in some instances, it could be bad that it creates like, you know, this like ranking type system. But for us, it somehow ended up making us successful because we always want to be better than one another. And then there also was a point where I think we've all come to the realization that we're all very different people and you can't really compete when you're not like in the same race, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to say what I'm saying, but I think Lena pretty much said what needed to be said as far as siblings. But Lena and I haven't talked in quite some time, so you know.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Jalen, come
we could
on.
do this.
All right.
She just said it pushes each other, you know. It's a good conversation to have, in my opinion.
I hear. There you go. That's better the way you are. Jasmine, what do you say? What do you say on this thing right here?
I think it's more of having support of mom and dad. If it wasn't for, I mean, you guys have always, how do you say it, supported every decision we made in life. It didn't matter what it was. What's the question?
Yeah. Look at her. She's already going off. You forgot the question. Hey.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I can't hear you.
It's just support of mom and dad and supporting everything we do in life, no matter what it is. We can work at Burger King and make a minimum, and they'll still support what we do. But I'm grateful that we're not at that level. We're all doing really well. It's just the support of family too. My brothers and sisters. I mean, before I was promoted, I would, text a family group chat. I'm like, hey, I was offered this position. Should I? And the feedback that I got back was like, I can do it. And
Jalen, turn your Facebook
Jalen, turn your Facebook down.
That's a good answer, Jasmine. I think that having such a huge family. I mean, if you only have 1 or 2 kids, like you could see it, you'll see sibling rivalry and stuff like that. But the great thing about having a big family is that everybody has, like I said before, everybody has their character, their charisma. They have their way of doing things, the way they attack a problem. And George, I know you're still on the line. I wanted to, personally thank you for being a great deal to my kids.
yes,
You know what I mean?
Always been there for
You've
us.
always been there for the kids, and I know Angela and yourself. They consider you aunt and uncle. Straight up.
They were one of the first that we considered Theo and Thea.
Yeah, we go way back. But if you guys are, you that was a great question, George, because I get asked that a lot, and sometimes I don't really know how to answer that question. You know what I mean? I people ask me like, well, how do you, and how are your kids successful? And then you might say, well, you're looking from the outside in. All the kids are doing good. They're doing well. They are, but they can come on here and tell you it ain't easy living here, bro.
Hell no.
You know what I mean?
Let's go to that subject.
Let's get on that.
Well,
Let's just say I hadn't even moved back in 2 weeks ago.
hold on. You're not on, Jesse. Hold on, Jesse. You're not on. You're not on yet. Hold on.
Just turn all the mics on.
Hold on. Go ahead. All right. When he said, when he said living here is hard, that's a understatement. No, I'm just kidding. But let's just say that before I moved back in 2 weeks ago, this man was already texting me rules before I was even like 30 minutes near the house or anything. Like, it instantly started texting me rules, and I was not. Oh man, I was so upset. I was so upset.
No, I mean, it's I don't know how the kids are here. Like I said, people ask me, my job was easy, bro. I'll be honest with the viewers. My job was simple. You know what I mean? Like literally, my wife had it to the point to where I went to work, I came home. If the kids were playing football, baseball, if I could coach, I would coach. I mean, that would be the sense, the majority of my work. All the disciplining and doing those kind of things. That came from my wife. She unfortunately she couldn't be on the thing tonight. She's actually working. She's on a call right now. She's always working. So, but she is watching. I know because she's down here. She's commenting. But with that being said, we owe a lot to my wife, their mom, for keeping everybody in line. Yay. You know what I mean? It's not an easy deal. As one or two kids, okay, cool. But you get 6 or 8 kids at a time, bro. That's not easy. Not at all.
There was one point when she had all of us in the house, even Felicia.
And that's because you gotta.
And Lawrence.
You gotta travel from football games, football practices, baseball practices, track practices, volleyball, basketball. I can't hear. All right, there it goes. Yeah, and mind you, like we're all active, we're all active individuals, and that. So mom was parent teacher conferences. Whenever one of us would get in trouble at school, she had to be there. Fucking football practice, baseball practice, volleyball, everything. But that's all.
But who followed you around in school?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
She did that to me too.
Jasmine, Jesse, Juanito. Who else? Lawrence. I don't know if y'all have ever had that job right there, but I had to follow these guys, and they'd act up in school. The teacher, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna show up. I'm gonna go from the time they get there. They go, and it would work sometimes. Sometimes it wouldn't work. Jackie, are you still out there in La La Land?
What?
Hey, you are. Hey, or you answered Theo George's question. Hey, George,
yes.
did we answer your question?
Yep.
You did?
I answered my question, and just so you know, there's like a 10-second delay from the phone and the T, and however they're watching online. You guys be blessed and good night.
Later, Theo. Take it easy.
Love you.
Thanks for calling in, bro. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Hey, that was one of their uncles that was in the Marine Corps with me that called in. What do you mean you can't hear nobody, Jasmine? Huh? Okay. Hold on. I want to put Jasmine back on.
Oh, shoot.
There she goes. You're on again. I wanna talk to you about something.
Okay.
You're 27.
Yes.
You're 27 years old, and do you feel that as your dad that I still have my finger on top of you?
Yes. Yeah. Even when I moved out, I was always like, I was going out and I was like, oh shit, like I gotta be home, like my dad's not gonna open the door. But I was like, wait, I live by myself, like I don't gotta worry. But yeah,
I feel
I
that.
can always hear my dad, like even the decisions I make in life, I can always hear my dad like think about what you're gonna do. Like, is that something that's gonna affect you, like good or bad long term? And I'm always like just second guessing myself, and I always hear you like in the back of my head with any decision that I make in life. So yeah, you're still in the back of my head. Still hear you.
Literally, that's a real thing.
Okay, hold on. There's Lena.
Voices.
Lena, grab that mic.
I think a huge thing, and I'm gonna. My mom's not even watching right now. She's yelling at the dogs, but she one time told us, as long as you do whatever you do, as long as we're in the back of your mind and you hear our voice in the back of your mind, then we did something right. And I think that was like a hugest thing, like the littlest things, like when I'm at work, like even when I'm at work, I'm like, what would my mom do? And I work at a daycare, so like, so I'm like, oh yeah, like no, let me not do that. But I think that's like a huge thing. I think our parents have always established that, like, you know, you need to be on top of yourself before you try to succeed in anything else.
Joseph Juanito's my favorite. Whatever, Joe. Whatever.
Ouch.
Which Joe?
No, but I mean, that was a good question, Dad. Because I mean, even like I still live with my parents, but like at the same time, like we're getting older, and so like even though I live with my parents, they're still in the back of my mind, like really, Lena, like come on, like really, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me know.
It don't really come out like
Same.
that
Sometimes, majority.
though. Hey, he's been kind of quiet. Nito, grab that mic right there. Joe's your favorite barber is watching, so
Grab that favorite mic there. What?
yeah, you can hear you. Hey, Joe said that you're his favorite. Hey, Juanito.
Yes, sir.
Juanito is
A loyal barber. A loyal.
he's a loyal client. He is a loyal client. Hey, Juanito, can you tell the people, like, you think your dad's a hard ass all the time? Hard ass all the time. No. For him to say that, if y'all don't know Juanito around here, he gets the blunt of everything. He gets yelled at by probably me from the time he gets up till he goes to bed, but it's all out of love and it's trying to make him to a better person. And he might not see it now, but he'll definitely see it later.
No, I don't know if this is
Hold on.
I don't know if this is Mario or Mary, but let's not go there, okay? Let's not talk about that. That's the past. And you spelled her
Oh, bringing up old
They're
stuff.
not talking to you. They spelled your name wrong.
Hey,
It's J-A-S.
No, I want you to talk to me.
Jesse. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Jalen's on here right here.
Why is Daisy there?
Jalen, you're on. Jalen, they can see you.
Hello.
Jalen, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think me and Mom were hardcore? Who's listening? Because it's always you in the background, and we can hear ourselves. Turn the volume down.
It's because I have you on my AirPlay. I'm sorry. I'll turn you off. All right, is this better?
Yes, way better.
Oh man,
So
you're
the,
still
the,
probably.
the question is, what do you?
I can't hear anything y'all are saying now.
What do you think, Mom and Dad?
Hold on. I don't know how to work my phone. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
what do you think, Jalen? Wow, look who's watching. Patience. What's up to Patience? Hey, Patience. We ain't
Hey,
heard her in a long time.
P
Do,
Dubs.
do you think that myself or mom were too hard on you guys at any time, or do you think it made you who you are, in a sense? Not who you are, because y'all are all gonna be who you're gonna be on your own. But do you think that like me? Do you think that I was a hard ass on you too much?
Well, to answer the first of your 12 questions, yes, y'all were incredibly hard. Up until I think right around when Jesse and I left the house, and then you got soft, super soft, like a turtle without a shell soft.
Soft. You're crazy.
But I think it did help, obviously, make all of us into who we are. I think the biggest thing that I remember, this is super random, but do you remember doing room inspections?
Oh my God.
You would make us do room inspections. Do you remember that?
So Jalen, since you guys can't hear, Jalen
Oh,
said
get me
y'all
in
remember
trouble.
making y'all do room inspections.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can
Every
hear you.
Thursday night, they knew it was field day at the house. It was
It was
Sundays,
Sunday.
and they would have to stand by their door when they were ready for the room to be inspected, to make sure all their clothes was folded, put away, everything was dusted, the bed was made. That and I don't think they ever passed on the first time. Nobody passes on the first time.
If we didn't put my mic on right now.
No.
Can you take me off, Dad?
Yeah, we're taking you off. We're taking you off. Hold on, Jasmine wants to get on.
What's up, Jay?
Hold on. Go ahead, Jasmine.
If our room wasn't the way he wanted to be, even if there was a sock on the floor that we missed, or if the comforter was like untucked, he would literally destroy everything that we organized and cleaned and make us start over.
I'm talking.
He was an evil man.
He was
Then
evil.
the drawer weren't folded. That
Yes.
shit was
Proper-
getting flipped.
Or if there was a little
whole
jacket
drawer
hanging
came out
on
and was
our
dumped on
coat
the
rack
ground.
or on the door, just little hanging cute. He would literally destroy everything.
Yep. If it put it on a
Can I-
hanger
can I
or
chime
to
in on
fucking
this
go
one?
somewhere. Hell no. And he used to wipe down fucking windowsills and
Yeah,
shit
he
with
would
dust.
go in and put his finger on the windowsill and make sure there was nothing that came off of it.
Hold on. Go ahead, Jackie. Go ahead.
All I gotta say is when we lived on Burkhead, me and Lena, our room was always the first one done.
How
And
about
let me
mine?
tell you
Thanks,
why.
baby.
But my
I
shit
was
was
like
the cleanest though.
10 years
Jalen,
old.
we can hear you. I can't. There's no way I can mute you. So when you're in the background, we still can hear you.
My room is the cleanest though.
Go ahead, Jackie.
This is from when you didn't have any furniture, Jesse. Okay, beside the point.
It was
So,
still clean.
from when I was like 10 to the time I was like 12,
It-
I shared a room with Lena. And Lena, every time we would clean, she'd be like, let's play a game. And I'm like, a game? Yeah. So she would pull out her iPod Touch or her iPad that she
Oh my
got,
goodness.
and she'd be like, all right, if you can get all the dirty clothes and put them in the hamper in 30 seconds, I'll give you this. And I did it. I was like going really fast. Like I was getting it done. And she's like, okay, now get all the trash, put it in the bag, take it downstairs, come back up. And you have 45 seconds. So I would get it done. And our room was done in like 5 to 10 minutes. Because I thought we were playing a game.
Oh, there you go, Amber.
You're playing mind tricks.
You had Jackie.
You're playing mind tricks on Jackie. Playing mind tricks on Jackie. Hold on. We haven't asked. Did I ask you, Jesse?
What?
That question?
The inspection question.
Oh, here we go. Let me get the man on real quick. Hold on.
The man, the myth, the
There he is in the corner. So Jesse, the question was, do you think as a dad, that I was ever too hard on you?
Hard.
Drill sergeant?
Yeah, I would say that. But I would like to think that a majority of the time, an action had been done that resulted in like an ass whooping or something. But like a lot of the times, like just regular
Okay,
day stuff,
Marine.
like what we were talking
Okay.
about, like what we were talking. What? Go ahead. Oh,
Go ahead.
like what they were saying about the field day thing,
Yeah, you heard me.
like I remember fucking being like 10, I don't know, with all my friends. My friends from down the street, field day or fucking police calling the damn front yard. Like who the fuck does that? Like little ass kids with my friends fucking doing chores, and then years later I'm out here fucking little PFC again, Lance Corporal, police calling again. So I was just like, I fucking hate this shit. I'm sick of this.
You got PTSD.
I was so sick of it.
No, as a dad, I set them up for success. You know what I mean? Like now they know what it's like to have a clean room.
My room still isn't clean.
Now I just tell people the police call.
But you know what's good to see? I tell you as a parent, what's great to see is once your kids leave your nest, once they leave your nest, when you walk into their home and it's all tidy and all clean, then you've done your job as a parent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If they're keeping, when they're under your roof, they're under your roof. But once they go out on their own and you see, I've got to visit Jasmine's house. I've got to visit Jalen's apartment. When she lived in Georgia, Jesse's barracks room. I got to visit the barracks room. So
My dorm.
It was Jackie's dorm. Yeah, my bad, Jackie, my bad. I got to visit and they're all tidy. So me and my wife, I think we've done a good job of taking care of them in that sense.
Don't worry, I'm not sick.
Yeah.
I would like my mother to know that I keep my microwave clean on the inside and out.
Yeah, now that's my biggest pet peeve now is that the damn microwave. If
The microwave.
ain't clean,
I have to keep my microwave clean because my room is so small.
Hold on.
Our
Let's
windows
put her
don't
on the
open.
spot. Let's see if she does it.
Who?
What?
Jackie.
Nah, don't put her on.
I just made ravioli. I just made ravioli. Stop.
Hey, where's Jalen? Let's see if Jalen puts her microwave on the thing. Let's check it out.
I just made ravioli.
Show us
Otherwise,
your
I would.
microwave.
Jalen's like, nah, I'm not showing him.
Now I got you. No, you can see it.
All right, let's see. Hold on, let's see. We're going live with microwave checks. We're doing a room inspection right now. Well, that's not part of the room inspection. Who is that guy? Oh, nice. There you go. There you go.
Davis keeps it clean, not you.
Hey, right now we got all the viewers getting up, checking their microwaves right now to make sure that they're good to go.
Hey, hashtag check the wave.
No, but that was always mom's biggest thing. The entire
Yeah,
kitchen
I
could
know,
be
that's
clean,
why.
but if the microwave wasn't,
How many of you guys have seen the meme where it says you're not going to get taxed if your microwave looks like this? You're not getting that $400,000.
Is Davis eating a whole pizza to himself?
Whoa. What's going on here? I think we got a special guest that's coming in right now. Straight from I don't know where, but we're going to put him on.
What's it called? The sewage.
There he is. Jacob, I want you to look at that camera over there.
That one.
Yeah. Pull that.
Oh, no, move it to this one.
Want to move it closer?
Hold on.
Oh God.
There he is. There we go. All right, Jacob. What do you
Right
what?
here.
Look, so Jacob went and got himself ready for the show. Check him out.
Joe?
look what Joe said.
If you say Bumper's name 3 times, he'll appear.
That's a good one, Joe. That's a good one. Jacob, go ahead and look right there and tell the people what's going on with you. Or I mean, what'd you go? Oh my! Look at that. Who are you, man?
He's the next Jeffree Star.
Who? Look right there. The cameras. You got to look right there and talk to the people.
Oh, man. Who is that? Is that Pennywise?
This is what we have to deal with. This.
Oh, his name's Pennywise.
There he is. Oh my goodness, this guy is something else, man. It's something else. Um, all right. Let's see. Chano, Chano and Angie, those are. I mean,
The
that goes to
favorites.
show you. Our friend Hector Feliciano was one of my Marines, and him and his wife moved down here from Chicago with no family, and we're their
We're their
family.
family.
So it's great. It's great that we could be there for them, and they become really really close with my kids, and I love that. So shout out to Hector and Angie. They're out there
Percolating.
out there watching. Oh yeah, let's do this. Shout out. I don't know. Let's get serious, Jasmine. What's some serious questions? Because everybody's scared to call in, dude.
Don't be little girls.
Just ask whatever.
Huh?
I said just ask whatever.
How about we just start talking about our childhood?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Because we'll be here all day. Literally, we'll
Yeah.
be here all day. Talking.
Hey, do you guys have a question for the kids, man? If you don't want to call in, you could put in the comments like, let me make sure I didn't miss any.
No, you didn't. Nobody's asking
Let's
questions.
talk about the
Y'all
age
wanted
difference
this, and
between
no.
us.
Cruz, are you there?
Hello.
Cruz, how you doing, man? Welcome again. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Papa. I just wanted to say a couple of things real quick, because I love watching your show. So,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
hey, no, I just wanted to give kudos to your family. You've got a beautiful family. It kind of reminds me when I growing up as a kid. Also, my dad was Army, and there were 7 kids in the house, and there were 3 bedrooms, and but that house was like a mansion. That's how we treated it. And my dad too was very strict. He was always out, and my mom was the discipliner, and just everything that you guys have been talking about has reminded me when we were growing up, and all of us turned out to be really really good. And currently with this family, with my kids, all my kids have been successful because, as you know, we want our kids to have a good life. And your kids are extraordinary. And I just wanted to applaud you for that. You and your wife have done such a beautiful job. And I wanted to mention a shout out to, I think, Jesse. You mentioned something about him not drinking or stop drinking.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that correct? Yeah. So I just wanted to compliment him because that's an extraordinary measure and a decision to make, especially when you do it openly. And kudos to him because that's what I deal with. That's my ministry at church. I'm a facilitator and a minister, and I facilitate to addicts and people recovering. And I'm not condoning drinking whatsoever, believe me. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Jesse, and I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of your whole family, and Bumper, you're a good papa, and I know Rich is there, and she's a great mom, and just you guys just keep looking after one another, and be blessed.
Thank you so much, Cruz. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you
Of course, of
for
course.
faithfully watching, and they all heard what you had to say, and I'm glad you watch, man. It really means a lot to me that you call in, and I'm glad that this you can actually relate to their lives. That's pretty cool that you grew up the same way.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
So I thank y'all for being on tonight, and again, I'll always keep mentioning it. I love you, Bumper, and you're an extraordinary individual. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you,
God
Cruz.
bless.
Appreciate it.
All right, bye bye.
Bye bye.
I know, bro, I'm sweating.
So that's crazy, man. That he grew up just like you guys did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that is. It's weird. Just like, I mean, because I don't know. Do you guys have like friends that are like big families that like kind of just
I think
right? Like it's just weird. It's different.
Lena, move that chair and sit right there, and I can get everybody in.
It's different hearing that somebody else experiencing knows exactly.
What we're, what we've been
Literally, he
through,
said
remember?
what 7 kids in a 3-bedroom house. Like that
was
8
literally
kids.
There was one point
Eight
where
kids.
there was all of us and a 1-bedroom apartment in Vista.
Yeah, that's right.
We all had to share a fucking bedroom and shit.
Easy.
My bad.
My brother asked a question. Man, and this is gonna get good. These are the kind of questions I like right here. Henry, thank you for typing this in.
That is a good question.
Uh,
Damn, I don't know.
I want to answer that one.
The question is, what's the biggest lesson you have learned from your parents that you still use today? And we're gonna start off with Jackie,
Come on, start off with me. I have the best answer.
the princess in the house. Go ahead, Jackie. You
Okay.
heard the question?
Yes. So we're all like in sports our entire lives, and our dad's like favorite thing to say, especially when it came to track season, was if you're not throwing up, then you didn't go hard enough. And even though that
Hold
has
on,
to
hold
do
on,
with,
Jackie.
like,
Stop right there. Because we can't get the speakers to work because it'll make an echo. But we're telling Jasmine, she's like, dude, when she used to run track, that I used to tell them she always remember that I say, if you're not throwing up at the end of running, then you didn't try hard enough. All right, Jack, keep going.
and so that like to me translate to life outside of sports, because like if you don't at the end of your race, which is life or anything that you have to accomplish or anything that you want to accomplish, if you don't feel that sense of like a weight being lifted off your chest, like when your stomach is full and you throw up and you feel relieved, like if you don't feel that, then you didn't do something right, because nothing in life is worth doing unless you have to sacrifice a little bit, unless you have to work a little hard to get there. And that's something that I definitely carry on with me, especially like being in school and doing exams and tests. And you study for them and you study really hard, and then you get a good grade on that test and you feel your throw up, you feel your relief, then that's how you know you did it right, because you worked hard for it, you sacrificed for it, and you got it. That's it.
Man, Jackie, you made my eyes get sweaty. My eyes are getting sweaty. Great answer, Jack. Great answer. You guys, Lana, Jasmine. Okay, hold on. Let me get you on. Let me get you on camera, Jazz. Go ahead, Jasmine.
What was the answer? What was the question? There's food at home. There's beans at home.
Facts, bro. Facts.
That's all.
I still never learned that one.
Actually, I do got one.
Jasmine, really? Like that's gonna be your answer. So I'm gonna ask you again, Jasmine. Okay? That's a cool answer. I mean, that's the funny answer, but I want you to give me the serious. So what's the biggest lesson you learned from your parents that you still use today?
That's a good answer. I mean, there's food at home, saving money. There's no need to spend money. There's beans en la casa.
I got you.
still
I got
struggle
you.
with that lesson.
All right. Hold on. Go ahead, Lena.
I think a huge thing is so I technically haven't considered myself an adult until this year. Just because I mean, like I hadn't necessarily had real bills like put to my name until this year, until I bought my own car. And I think my mom and dad were like really like persistent with me and like, you need to save your money. Like I don't say it right now, but beforehand, when everything was going on, especially during COVID, that's when I bought my very own first car under my name, no cosigner. And I think when I bought my car, I think in my mind, like, I probably couldn't have done it if my parents didn't push me to do it. I think they've shown me a lot within these past few years pertaining to like bills and stuff. Like if it's under your name, it's yours. Like, you know, like if it's under your name, no one can tell you anything. Like it's yours. And so I feel like when I get older, that's gonna stick with me as well. Like I want to get stuff on my own, and I'm gonna do it on my own because no one's ever gonna tell me that they got it for me. You know, so and then especially like I feel like being a woman as well, like that's a huge thing too. Like you don't ever have to depend on someone unless you're depending on yourself, you know? So this year was it was a huge eye-opener, So thanks again to Mom and Dad for that. So
I want to interrupt you. Thank you for those words. But I think, if anything, your mom, if I know something that she does consistently, not that she doesn't do a lot of stuff consistently, but something that she does consistently with you guys, especially the girls, is that she makes sure that you guys are going to be able to take care of yourselves first. Period. Point blank. You're not going to have to depend on any man to do whatever. No man's going to make you decide on what career you want to do, what you want to do, where you want to go. And later on in life, when you guys get, you go on and you get married and find the love of your life and whatnot, move on to bigger and better things. You can decide what you're going to do. But right now, I think you guys are, I think your mom really puts emphasis on that she wants to make sure that you guys are independent. I mean, to use that word, that you're not going to have to depend on a man to get it, get anywhere in life. My boys, I mean, they're not a different story. You know what I mean? But boys are different in a sense that, I don't know. I think my wife has done a good job with the boys as far as being
how to treat a woman.
Yeah, on how to treat a woman, but it's one of those things where you teach your kids to be so loving and so caring that sometimes it's easier. They don't have a hard side to them. So that's why I started to say, like, boys, raising boys sometimes is a little bit different. The girls, independent, and the boys is kind of like, hey, you have to respect women, you have to treat women right. You know what I mean? And not that my girls are not going to respect or treat their men right, wrong or right. What I'm trying to say is that the boys, we really focus on them being loving, and sometimes that can come back and bite them in the ass. Like literally, it could come back and bite them in the ass, and you as a parent, you got to sit back and be like, God damn it, why didn't I? Excuse my language. Why didn't I teach them to be stronger on this or that? And it's life, though. It's life. Every one of your kids is gonna have a heartbreak. Every one of your kids is gonna go through losing something. Not paying a bill, something like that. You're gonna have to help them out, but you want to set your kids up for as much success as possible, for sure. What's that? Hold on. Lena wants to come back on.
Here's a huge example. So this is a new lesson I was taught. Not even I don't know. I just don't know how to adult, I'm only 22. What am I supposed to do? So I recently, a month ago, I got into a pretty bad car accident. And my car, that was like my baby. So the first thing that I did, I called my mom, and I was like, someone just hit me. I was crying, and they were just like, calm down, we'll go over there. And I think throughout this whole journey of like figuring out like my insurance and like what's gonna help, I feel like that's a huge thing because like I literally don't know how to like do things like that. And lawyers, like that's a huge thing. Like I just didn't know where to start and what to do. And thank God my mom and dad were right there, like right behind me. And they're like, you know, we got this, you know, set up for you. And like, but next time, you know, hopefully there's never a next time. But they set it up so quickly that like right now, like although it's a really hard time for me, it's pretty much a breeze, paperwork and extra stuff wise, like insurance, all that. So I mean that's a huge thing. Just like lessons like that, like I'm so glad that I have both of my parents like right there behind me at all times, and I don't have to figure it out on my own because kids on my own, like, you know, or kids my age, not even kids, but people my age, like they don't know that. They don't know how to do all of that. And I mean that's like a huge thing my parents have taught me.
One thing I always carry with me is that made me independent was just growing up and seeing what my mom's been through and just I don't know, like seeing what she's been through and I know like that's not how like that's not, you know, what women are supposed to go through or women are supposed to go through, and that made me more independent. And even independent now, like I know I have a boyfriend and we live together, but even if I wasn't with him, I think I would still be where I'm at now.
I'd like
Good
to chime
answer,
in on
Jazz.
that
Good
one.
answer. Good answer. Jackie, you're out there in La La Land.
Yeah, I'm still here.
There you are.
I
You wanna chime in on this?
definitely agree. Can you hear me? Okay. So I definitely agree, like, with Jasmine, like, our mom, like, made it happen. You know, you see all these female leaders in the world and all these feminist icons, but, like, our mom should definitely be on that list. Not only was she a quote unquote, she wasn't even a housewife, but she did housewife duties, worked a full time job, made sure we had everything we needed, not only took care of us, but took care of our friends too. Like if you can ask any of our friends that or their friends, I didn't really have friends, but my brothers and sisters' friends that went to high school with them, like they still come around even when this like siblings aren't there and they call my mom mom. My mom always made everything happen, and I feel like my sisters are perfect examples of women going out and getting things on their own. Like Jasmine, yeah, she's been with the same guy for 11 years, but it wasn't his. It's not
Dang,
his.
Jackie.
What? It wasn't him that went and got her all these promotions. It was her. Lena, she's got her own car under her own name with no cosigner in school, working, doing her thing. Like, how many girls her age can say that and not have a kid on their hip? No offense to anybody out there. And Jalen, the first Latino Army Ranger, like, she's had so many odds against her, being a woman, being a minority, and she still is defying odds out there in the Army, but she's making it happen. So I definitely want to give a shout out to my sisters and my mom because you guys are the biggest role models anybody could have in their life.
Shout out to Lisa Renee that's watching, and to our my other daughter, Marley. If y'all been in my house or y'all know, shout out to my girl Marley. Marley, if you're watching, we love you. And thank you for always helping us look over Jacob. You're Jacob's older sister for sure.
She said Marley Noel Gomez.
And Marley eats everything. So Marley comes over, guys. If you guys don't know Marley, it's one of our friends. One of our friends is a daughter that comes over quite a bit, and she's with us over the weekends. And man, I feed her everything, dude, because her mom's a health freak. I'll just throw it out there. Her mom is a health freak. There's no sodas. There's no juice. There's none of that. None of that is exists in her world. So when she comes over here, her eyes get big because we got sodas in the fridge, and I make her barbacoa tacos, menudo. She don't ask what it is. She just say, yeah, it smells good. Put it in front of me, and she'll eat it. So shout out to my girl Marley. Man, what other questions? Let's see. Let's see if somebody else has any questions. Puro shout outs. Puro shout outs. Lisa said, no, we have juice. I think Marisa had a question. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. Now this is Wacky Wednesday. You know, we go up and down, up and down, up and down. I want to bring something up because this comes up a lot in my adult conversations with friends. Our kids, man, they ask if our kids go to church. They ask if our kids continue on with their faith. And I've always told my kids that as long as they lived in my house, they were going to grow up Catholic. Me and their mom are Catholic. They're going to go to Catholic church and they're going to make all their sacraments. But when they become adults, if that's not their cup of tea and they want to become a Baptist, a Methodist, whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever denomination they like, we would be okay with that because, you know, we had done our part as parents, and then them as adults, they make their own decisions. We've been not lucky, because that's not the word that I want to use, but we've been blessed that they've all stayed faithful to their Catholic faith, and that's something that I take pride in. That they continue to, you know, they might not be at church every Sunday, but you know they stay connected in somehow, some way. And I think that's a great thing as a parent. Those of you guys that are watching that are parents and you have young kids, and you know, even if it's not Catholic or whatever, just something for them to go and find the Lord and have a relationship with God. I think that really is the center of our family. We don't talk about it enough. We don't say it enough. But I think me and my wife more than me, really puts him at the center of everything. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but my kids at 6:30 in the morning, they're getting the reading of the day from my mom, from my wife, right? From their mom. She's sending them the reading of the day. You know, sometimes every now and then I'll send them a little motivational video or something, or a picture, you know, a little motivational picture. But those are like little things. I mean, we in today's world and the technology we have, those are the things that we got to use. If your kid has a phone, find some way. If they're so intrigued in their phone, find some way to connect with them. You know what I mean? And this is my show, and I'm going to be real. Like, we can ask my kids right now. I'm not the most loving dad. I mean, I
hell no.
You know what I mean? You can hear all that in the background. You're not gonna come up to me and be like, oh, Dad, and Dad's gonna give you a hug and say, it's okay, mija, I love you. But it's not in my vocabulary. It's not in the way that I'm built, and it's not a bad thing. You know why? Because it's really it don't get me wrong. If you're out there and you're very loving with your kids and you give them a hug and you love them and you kiss them and all that, great. That works for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. But that's just not me. That's not how I think the Marine Corps kind of molded me to be a certain way. And it's not good to bring it into being a father, but I did. And I don't know. We'll ask them, but I think that the way I am with them shapes them to be who they are in a way. Yeah. Jesse, you wanna touch on that first?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hold on. Let me get you. You are. Go, Jesse.
Yeah. So as he just said, like he said that he. I think actually that's the first time I've ever heard you say that. Because I've always known. Yeah, for real. That's really like that needs to be acknowledged that you did say that right now. Yeah. Because I don't think you've ever admitted to that. But because we've always known that like you were I don't know what I can say on Facebook, but you were always like an asshole kind of. But we knew why. You know what I mean? After 21 years, 7 combat tours, like it takes apart a piece of you. But we all knew why, and we never like held it against you because at the end of the day, we knew that you loved us, and we knew that you made sacrifices in order for us to live a better life. Like, let me backtrack. When everybody was saying that, like when I was saying earlier, my mom was like taking us to football practices, volleyball practices, anything, everything. Yeah, she was doing that, but then also a lot of credit isn't given to my dad because he was the one there doing like I had said earlier, 7 combat tours in the same spot with a Victor unit, meaning that's a grunt unit like line. They're always moving, they're always deploying, they're always down there in the dirt getting it. And I didn't know until probably when I was like already halfway through high school that the reason why we didn't move so much was because he like essentially like what mom was sacrificing over here, he was sacrificing like his body. You know what I mean? Being with the Victor unit. And me, I just got out. I know exactly what it is, and they hike and shit all the time. Like, and doing that for 12 years we were in California. Like, damn, I can only do it for 4.5, and my back's hurting sitting here. So like, yeah, I still want to point that out that like he did. Everybody heard that, right? He admitted it. All right, cool.
You're about to start crying.
I know.
I ain't gonna cry.
Dad has a soft spot.
No, he doesn't.
I think what Jesse said.
Hold on, who's talking? Lena?
Lena.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I think what Jesse said literally was like right on the nail. I mean, yeah, my dad was and is an asshole. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be quite frank with y'all, but me and my dad, we don't mesh well. Me and Juanito specifically, we just like me and Nito and my dad, we just don't mesh well with each other. But I think it's because we just like we're like him, like we're just like like tough love, like okay, like who gives a crap, But like we do appreciate you, Dad. That's a huge thing that I feel like we all just don't say enough, and I feel like we just assume that because it's the same way we know that you're showing us love. It's like we're not assuming, we know, but at the same time the way you show love is like obviously way different than mom. Like way
different.
But I mean at the same time I know when you're showing love to each of us, whether it be like a small gesture of taking out the trash, one of us, or doing the dishes, or like that's small gestures of us, like you just showing us.
But is it just Lena, take out the trash, or is more comes with taking out the trash?
Hey, I don't know about that. I'm not talking about.
No, it's
Jalen, we're about to put you on camera here in 3, 2, 1. There you are. Wake up. Hey, do you think that you agree with your siblings that I'm an asshole in a way?
Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Jalen.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No.
Yeah?
I can hear
we
you
can
on
hear
my
you.
end, but they can't hear you on theirs.
We can hear you. We can hear you, Jalen.
Okay.
Oh.
No, yeah, I do agree. I wouldn't obviously blatantly call you an asshole. And I think we've talked about this on one of your other episodes, but a lot of I don't think of it so much as being an asshole, more of like the tough love and almost like, yes, you can do these things, but can you really do, like the doubt, but with disdain. If I'm jumping all over the place because I've been drinking, I'm sorry. We've talked about this on one of your other episodes, but as far as like Ranger School for me, like I think that was one of the most, I guess, reflective moments of like mine and yours relationship. So I remember specifically, I think it was junior year of college, I told you that I wanted to go to Ranger School, and you told me like, Jalen, shut the fuck up. There's no such thing as as female rangers. And I'm like, no, actually, 4 girls graduated from school. He's like, yeah, those aren't rangers, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I've worked with rangers. There's no way there's girls, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. And then you're like, the day you put me on your back and carry me around this block is the day that I'll believe you're going to ranger school. And then, lo and behold, I do end up going to ranger school. And prior to that, I think me and you were kind of in a feud and we hadn't spoken for some time. And I think it almost took you by surprise because I was fully committed and I shaved my head and, I went through the whole thing, and you really weren't a part of like my build up to that. But obviously you were a part of everything right before I went in, and obviously I came out. And I think, like I said earlier, the reflection piece, like there was a time in, mountains where I was completely broken down and I just like did not want to be there anymore. And all I could hear was my dad, and this sounds so terrible, but my dad, like his voice in my head, like, stop being a bitch, like stop being a pussy, get your shit and fucking move.
We're gonna get him on.
Nobody feels sorry for you. I definitely don't feel sorry for you. Get up and go. So yes, you are an asshole, and sometimes it would have been nice for you to maybe be a little bit nicer, but I do appreciate everything that, you've done, and mom obviously counterbalancing that. But yeah, I would agree. You're kind of a butthole, but it worked for you, and there's nothing wrong, I think, with the other side of that either, and you've already kind of mentioned that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained because
It's all good.
I've been drinking.
It's all good. Thank you for that, Jet. And remember, mute yourself because everybody can hear all your movement in the background. Thank you. Now, guys, I mean, that goes to show you, you know what I mean? Sometimes people think that it's just, what is it? You were the first, you answered first, you were the first one, Jasmine. Hold on, let's go to Jasmine. Jasmine. So Jasmine, since you did answer the first time, we'll let you go again. Do you think that that I'm too tough?
No, I mean, yeah, you are, but you were never like mean to me. You were never tough on me. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I mean.
She wanted the mic. Now she don't want to talk.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, you are the way you are because of what you've been through. But I mean, thank you for everything you sacrificed. No, literally, like we wouldn't be here where we are now if it wasn't for you. So yeah, I'm just.
It's one of those. At the time.
Yeah.
Man, like I'm a kid. Like stop being like you're being.
Stop being mean.
Man, you're my
but
dad.
now
like,
that we're grown
yeah,
as kids, like now that we're grown, I understand. Like
yeah, exactly.
He was like this to us because this, and now we know.
Yeah, but now, like if you guys ever come over to that house, like the people that are instantly like. The guys that are drinking and instantly singing like on the spot are like usually these 3 guys right here, and they're always like together. Like
I think
it's not like
I think
yeah, like we like the tough love was there, but it created like my dad is my dad, but there's also my friend as one of my friend's aspects. But I know the boundary. I know where to cut it off. I don't just talk to him like as a friend. You know what I mean? Because he's still my dad. So like, but I know that. If some shit goes on, like as like man to man, I can go to him, or like, and likewise with my mom.
I just here in front of the viewers that I want to tell you guys, like, again, if y'all ever felt that I never gave you that affection that you needed, I'm sorry, and I really mean that. I mean, it might not sound that I mean it, but I do mean it. I really wish that I could have been a little more loving, but I just wanted to set you guys up for success.
Yeah,
you did.
You did. I mean,
you did.
Tough love was definitely.
I think overall, you and mom equaled it out. pretty like
Right,
seamlessly.
like that
Like
double
seamlessly.
parent.
It's like it's like you know how you always have that one parent.
The good cop, bad cop.
The good cop, bad cop, and dad was the bad cop. And although my mom was the one who disciplined us most of the time, dad was always, oh, we're gonna.
I'm
have
always
to
a
tell
bad
your
cop.
dad.
Hey, I want to hear what Jackie did. Jackie answer the asshole question?
Yes.
No, I didn't. Not this one, the last one.
Jackie, do you think your dad, since you're dad's princess and you're the baby,
What?
Do you think that I was tough on you?
I don't think you talked to me enough to be tough on me, to be honest. Like, we spent, I guess, a lot of time together, but that time that we would spend together would be like in cars and we wouldn't talk. Like, even to this day, you pick me up from school.
Yeah, he's like that with everybody.
Hold on, Jackie. Just for the record, just so you don't think that
Can I comment
you're
on that?
special and yeah. Hold on, Jay.
But I think I got it from you. I got it the easiest out of all my siblings, and that's definitely because I was the baby for 12 years. I was dad's princess. He used me as an excuse to take my pinky. So I think from you, I didn't really experience
Hold on,
it.
Jack. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
You're good, Mia. You're good. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mom?
Who's this, Dave?
Yeah, it's Dave. I'm calling from my son's phone.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Let Jackie answer.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll let Jackie answer, and then I'll bring you back up. Hold on. Go ahead, Jack.
So for me particularly, am I allowed to say the word asshole? You weren't really an asshole to me, but kind of secondhand experiencing like the way that you would go about certain situations, especially with Lena and Juanito, because us three were always together the most, and I would always see how you would react to certain situations or how you would go about talking to them. And in the back of my mind, I'm always like, there's a better way to go about this. Like the last talk you just had with Lena, like there would have been a better way to go about it that would have actually, I feel, knowing my siblings personally and who they are and how they react, I definitely think there's better ways to talk to not even just your kids, but people to get your point across than the way that you do sometimes. But it definitely ends up working in the long run because the tough love does end up working on all of us. But yeah, I don't think you were an asshole to me, but you definitely were to my siblings. Sorry, Dad.
Hey, you know what that deserves, Jackie? No,
I'm sorry.
That was a clap. Hey, Dave, hang in there. Hold on. Jalen had wanted to chime in real quick, and then I'll bring you on. Hold on. Go ahead, Jalen. You got the mic.
Okay, so on Jackie's comment about not spending time with dad, so I distinctly remember this. This was last year around October 3rd, because that's when I graduated airborne school. I bought a plane ticket for my dad to come up to Fort Benning and pin my wings on. And the entire week before he got there, like, I remember just panicking because I had looked back on, years and years, and I could not remember a single time that I had spent with my dad alone. I was like, there's always a sibling there, mom's always there. Somebody is always there.
Protecting.
Is this going to be weird? Like, are we going to have conversation to talk about? Like, what's this going to be like? And I remember thinking, like, is this normal? Like, this can't be normal. Like, do people hang out with their dads? I don't know. And that sounds ugly, but obviously, like I said before, like, a lot of the tough love helped me in the long run, but that weekend that you spent with me obviously is one that I will cherish forever and will remember forever. And whereas like, some of the other guys' parents who came up, it probably wasn't as memorable because it's just like, oh, dad's coming up to see me. But I think maybe, Dad, that's something you should consider is like spending quality time with your kids individually, because I think it's really easy to get caught up in the fact that there's so many of us all the time. But like I do remember very distinctly, like almost in a panic. Like I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how, like, are we gonna hang out? Like, do I have friends over? Like, how is this gonna work? And obviously ultimately it was a great weekend. I had a great time. But I did want to comment on the fact that the quality time that Jackie had mentioned earlier, like, you spend time in the car, but you're not really talking or stuff like that. So I thought that was something worth
Can I
mentioning.
talk a little bit?
Hold on. Let me get to the caller, Lena. Then we'll go to you. Hold on. Thanks, Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you mute it. Dave, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
What's going on, man? Hey, real quick. So Dave has a big family too, bro. So he knows where I'm coming from and all this. Go ahead, Dave. Dave Reese.
Well,
He's saying at Jackie's Quinceanera.
well, one.
I had a singer at my quinceanera.
At church, Jackie.
Oh,
Dave.
I don't remember.
Jesus. Go ahead, David.
Well, one, because I know how it is, Bumper. So one, I want to thank my wife Jackie for allowing me to call in and chime in, because she's sitting right next to me. She's like, "Don't do it, stupid. Like, don't call and give them your input."
Leave him alone, Jackie.
Yeah, yeah. So no, but one, hey, one real quick, like your dad was talking about right now, and y'all have a big family, and each family is different, but we share a lot of similarities, and I've talked to your dad before, and we probably need to talk more, after hearing this, and I think it's pretty badass how your kids are chiming in and doing it. Your kids are a little older than mine, and my oldest is 22, and my baby's 10. You know what I mean? And so they're a little older, but I admire things that y'all done and that y'all are doing, and everything's awesome, bro. Awesome. What I did want to say too is, on behalf of your dad, I know how it is to be a father of many, if you would. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard for us, man. Sometimes it's hard for us from a dad's perspective to man, to not be that freaking asshole. You know what I mean? We're here listening, and I got my son, my 22-year-old, my oldest, David, and y'all are talking about your dad being a jerk or a butthole or whatever, and I seriously, I asked my son, I looked him dead in the face, dead ass, and I said, "Hey, dad, so am I an asshole?" And my son looked at me and said, "Dad, you put a show on like that, and we're all gonna tell you." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so yeah, and as a dad, from a dad's perspective, sometimes it's hard not to be that jerk, because we want the best for y'all, and we want y'all to succeed, and sometimes it's the only way that we know. It's the only way we know. It's the only way we were brought up, and it's the only way that we can, I don't know, defend you sometimes. You know what I mean? And not show weakness. And your dad is a badass. He's a badass. He's done so much more. I've never been in the military. I was brought up in Desio. I did a lot of stupid things, and my dad, he had an iron fist. And basically on a physical level too. I used to get my beatings if I disrespected. I got my beatings if I talked to my mom or looked a certain way. They just gave us a look, and we knew what's up. You know what I mean? And so like I really admire your dad. Your dad's he's a badass in his own right, because he's done all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? But different upbringings or whatever. We just sometimes that's the only way we know. That's the only way we know. It's the only way we've ever known. You know what I mean? And I
No,
do
you're
have my
right, Dave. I think we don't. I think sometimes it's learned behavior in a sense.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about the single moms out there raising boys. That's why it's important that father figure is important. Whether there's a father in the house or they just have a father figure, like it's really important because once you become a dad, nobody. I mean, if you don't have one, how do you know? What do you know what to do? I mean, you only know what you see in movies and stuff like that. So. I think I need to work on being more affectionate. And one of my kids said, I don't know who it was, but they said, you come into the house now and it's like, that hard dad that they knew is gone when it comes to Jacob. Cause I mean, the kid can get away with murder. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, Bumper. It's like
he
my
does.
baby girl's 10. My baby girl's 10, and everybody here at the house, and I'm sure you can agree, they're like, that girl could do no wrong. there was a time that my boys take off their shoes, like, hey, where the fuck do your shoes belong? You know what I mean? And this girl could do whatever, and they're just like, really, dad? You're gonna let that roll? You're gonna let that slide? You know what I mean? And I'm sure your kids are like, Pinche Jacob, like, he gets away
Oh,
with everything. You know what I mean?
Dave, let me tell you a quick story, bro. It's freaking hilarious. So Jesse comes home on leave, uh, and Jacob's learning how to ride his bike. Well, our house is real open on the bottom, and Jacob's riding his bike. So Jesse's excited to tell me that Jacob is riding his bike, but he's I can no I take that back. I'm creeping down the stairs and I hear Jesse telling Jacob, "Hey, you better stop. Dad's coming. He's gonna whip your ass if he sees you riding that bike in this house." Right? So when I come downstairs, he's like, "Dad, Jacob's riding the bike downstairs. He's riding that bike all over the place." I said, "I know. You see how he goes around the island? He goes around real fast." And Jesse was like, "Are you serious? We couldn't even bring our bike nowhere near the front door. More or less, put it inside the house." So you know what, Dave? I think to go on what you're saying, I think as we get older, and it's talk about being a grandparent and being a parent at an older age. I think you just build more patience. The kids know. I think with Jacob,
Hey, bro, now with Jackie, she has no patience for me,
I have what?
no, he doesn't. But with Jacob, I think since the day he was born, I try to put myself in where I never was with my other kids. Yeah. I try to make sure I'm there at his doctor's appointments. Make sure I'm there at his first games. Make sure I'm doing all these things, taking him to school, picking him up from school, like all those things that some people take for granted. My life didn't allow me to do that with my children, and I can't get that back. It's gone. That time is gone, and I can't get it back. So, with that being said, I think we're more laid back, and I'm just trying to enjoy him being a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, Dave, let me before I let you hang up, I want to ask you a question, bro.
What's up, Papa?
When somebody asks you, that you got a big family, what do you think is the hardest? What's the hardest thing as a dad to mini kids? If you had one thing to pick, what would be one of the hardest things? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but
Well, on a funny side of that question is like, and I'm sure you can attest to this, Trap, but we've gone to a Walmart or HEB or whatever, and people got no shame, bro, and like first question they ask, like, straight up is like, "Are these all of y'all? How many babies, mamas you have?" And stuff like that, or "Hey, are these all?" Dude, my response is always like, "No, fuckers, we're on a field trip, dude." You know, but
Hey Dave, it's funny you say that because you know what? One of my great things to do is like when I'm around my older kids and we go to the store. Now they're a little older, but when they were probably like in their late teens, and I had them all here at the house, and we go to the store and we'd go somewhere and we'd go to like Walmart or HEB or something, and they'd be like, "Dad, did you get this?" Or "Dad, are we gonna get this?" Or "We're gonna do that." And I would just like to see the people around's faces. They would look at me like, "Hold up, bro. These are all your damn kids." You know what I mean? First, because there's a lot of them, and then second, because they're old. You know what I mean? And you know me, I don't, I don't look, yeah, I'm not gonna. But yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool, man. But
hey,
Dave,
bro, on the other hand,
go ahead.
bro, me and you look good for having so many kids. I always say I look good for having 7 kids, bro.
That man, that's my boy right there. That's my boy, Dave.
No, but to answer your question, Bumper, like all seriousness, bro, like honestly, like and it kind of goes hand to hand with what I was first saying, man. As a dad with having so many kids, bro, and this is probably some of your kids need to hear, and you're blessed, you have your career, and you're retired now, and that's so awesome, and you're doing your thing, bro, and I'm proud of you, bro. But as a dad of so many, man, it's hard for me not to show weakness, bro. It's hard for me not to get weaked out, bro. It's hard for me to stay strong sometimes, and and not be punk out, bro, and not show that I got feelings and I hurt and I worry and I gotta stay strong for my wife and for everybody,
That's
and
that.
that's really the hardest thing that I deal with, bro. You know, but we got to move forward, and
That's
it's like you kind of know, Bumper. I'm going through some stuff or whatever, and that's the hardest part, bro. Honestly, honest to
um,
God,
you,
that's
hey,
the hardest part.
you said it right there, bro. God, just keep him in the center of your life, Dave. You know, with him, great things come, bro. No matter what's in front of you, what's in front of your road, he will guide you, bro. And you know that. And time again, he's proven it to you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and
I
and
did want to say one thing though, too, man.
go
I've been
ahead.
blessed of course, through my music ministry to minister to your kids, bro. And you got some awesome kids, man. You got some awesome kids. I think I've ministered to, shoot, I want to say 4 or 5 of them now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I know that some of them don't remember me, but it's all good.
Now,
But
if they see your face, they'll know who you are right away.
Definitely.
I wasn't there.
but
He
I've
was
been
in the
blessed
band on my
to be a
mass.
part of that and hopefully be a part of their lives and through God and the blessing He gave me through music. Hopefully even in that little light, it made an impact for whatever they needed at that time in their life, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
sir.
I'll never take for granted that He did that for me. And I appreciate that.
No worries, bro. And I want to thank you for calling in, Dave. It means a lot, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you for sure.
God bless you.
You
Say,
got it, man. Y'all take care and God bless, man. We'll talk to y'all soon.
all right, bro. Later.
Later.
Can I?
So we're coming up towards the end, and look, they're all getting comfortable now on their microphones. They all want to spill beans and stuff, but I try to keep. We're already over the thing.
We can go on and
Yeah,
on.
he can go on and on and
Bring
on.
over a 12
I
pack
just
and we
want
can
to
keep
say,
going.
I think recently, these past few years, I feel like me and Jasmine specifically have built a pretty strong relationship between my parents. I feel like it came to literally telling my dad, like, hey, are you going to this concert? And he'd be like, yeah, did you get your tickets? And we're like, we all go together. That was like a huge thing for us. Like, I want to say for like almost a straight year, we were always going to concerts.
That's what I'm
maybe
saying.
every 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
Question is, does your dad buy your tickets?
Hell no.
Hell no.
But we make sure we buy them.
The only ticket he bought was Itu Cabre, and that's because he bought for the whole truck. He needed to fill the fucking truck up.
But I feel like
That's it.
I feel like earlier, we didn't have that individual time with you, but I feel like the time that me and Jasmine had with you and Mom, I feel I hold those moments close to my heart. I think about them probably every other day. Like I get excited about it. I'm like, damn, like I remember like going to concerts and it's just like all of us, like
And then
no
COVID
worry in
happened.
the world, literally.
Right.
No worry in the world. And I think those are like probably one of my happiest moments to this day, like in my whole lifetime, honestly. Like just seeing like all these bands that my dad has brought us up to listen to, and
He
seeing
grew
them
up
live
listening to
with
them.
him and my mom and my siblings.
Right?
That's
We used
just,
to be like, what is
yeah, we're
Yeah,
like,
we used to be in
turn
the
it
back of the
off.
van, like, can you change the station?
Yeah,
And now I'm
now
like
we're like,
bumping this
turn
shit
that
in my car.
But
Oh.
yeah, Dad, that's it.
Marisa asked the question.
Who is more strict, you or Mom?
Oh yeah,
Mom.
she
Who is the
pinned it.
most? No, who do
So
you fear
the
most with
the
discipline?
question was, who is more strict? And there you go. You just Jasmine, what's your answer?
Mom.
Lena?
It was definitely Mom. I was scared of Mom.
Je-
I still am.
Shit, me too.
Jesse?
I think growing up, yeah, Mom, but now it's. I ain't scared of none of y'all.
For real.
So, just kidding.
And Nito was Nito. He came and he made his appearance, and he gone.
He gone.
Oh, one thing I want to say real quick.
Okay,
though,
hold on. Make sure.
One thing I do want to say real quick earlier to chime in on earlier. we like everybody in the house knows Jacob is spoiled, but like we know why. Like at least I do for myself. A lot of time that I think whenever I see you guys interacting or like you guys going out to get ice cream or something, that's just like, oh, that like hell yeah, like Jacob's out there, like you know what I mean? Like he had, like what Dad was always gone because he's out there doing what he had to do. Yeah. But and now that we see it firsthand, it's just like super cool and it's super just like all right, yeah, I see why you ate the war, but I'm gonna still beat you up. But
and then there goes into play as to we spoil him a lot too.
Yeah, we do
so
too.
We can't even really say anything. I think it's because watching Jackie Nito, like being around Jackie Nito growing up, we were still little too. We weren't able to like do all that.
Yeah.
And so Jackie's like, well, you didn't do that when I was a little girl.
Right,
I was still in middle school.
Right,
you want to hop on my bike and we can go down the street or something?
We didn't
like,
have no money. We didn't have
but
no
now,
money.
like, we're grown and we have a little baby in the house. Like, it's cool to like come and pick him up for the weekend and go take him to
Jasmine
the zoo.
still stole the van though to take us to the PX.
And we can do that.
Hey guys, they're chiming in because I just sent a picture to all of them. Me and Jacob getting the Oreo McFlurry, and I pick him up
Dad
at school.
never took us to get Oreo McFlurry.
Hey, hell no!
He said,
Hey.
he said there's beans at home.
So look, I want to tell you guys. This is an amazing story, right? Check this out. So it's me, my wife, and all my kids, and we're either at Dairy Queen or McDonald's or Whataburger, one of those three. And my mom at the time has both of my sisters still that were at home with her, and so I have 7 kids at the time.
Oh my God.
And we go up and we go to one register, and my mom's paying for, her and my 2 sisters, right? And my mom and my 2 sisters order their food, and it comes out to like $32 or something, $33, something crazy like that. And I order for me, my wife, and 7 kids, and my total came out to like $24.
Hey, everyone getting water. Everyone.
Hold on.
Everybody getting water.
So
You making
my mom looks at me with this face. He's like, "How in the hell did you just feed everybody for less than what I feed me and you and your
I'm the same
your
way with
sisters?"
Jacob. Like, we'll go to McDonald's and he's like, oh, I want this and this. I said, nope, dollar menu. Your dad did it to us. I'm going to do it to you. Dollar menu and a
I
water.
still be ordering off the dollar menu.
So we having a big family, you find ways to penny pinch, and they never got their own value meals. It was like one of you get the value meal, the other one just get the burger. That's how we did it, or
And
the
you
dollar
share your
menu. You're
footlongs.
right,
You share your footlongs.
Mina. But it was definitely like you get the number one, and then you just get whatever burger you want. You split the fries. Hey, it's
share the
free
fries
and the drink, right? It's free refill, so you can go back and get as much as you want. So you just those are the little things that we did. Me and my wife to make things a little bit easier.
I must say it is quiet around the house with everybody out. It is very quiet.
It's quieter when you live by yourself.
After hours.
Dude, let's see if we can get her to call in because she's been watching all night. Let's see if we can get your tia Mina to call into my phone and get her. Mina, if you're watching, we want you to call in and
Can you unpin
and get some questions. You can see.
Dad, I got a mission tomorrow. I gotta go. Love you. I'm out.
What do you say?
I don't know. Read it in your head, and if you find it appropriate.
I don't know if you heard me.
No, David, we would split a foot long. You'd find your sibling that gets
Terrell,
similar
I read that
vegetables.
comment, devil.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up, Mina?
Yeah, what's up?
So to all my viewers, live all the way from, is it Gibsonton or Riverview, Mina?
My zip code's Gibsonton.
Gibtown. They're from all the way from Big Gibtown, right outside of Tampa, Florida. Their aunt's calling in, and I just called to pick on you a little bit, Mina. You being an aunt and being so far away, you're like my sisters. You saw these kids grow up on Facebook.
She raised us.
I think a lot of people see the kids get raised on Facebook. But Jasmine just brought up a good point. When I met Weecha, I remember you helped Weecha a little bit with Jasmine and Jesse, you and Gilbert. So I've never thanked you
Yeah,
for
they were
that.
our first kids
The-
before we had kids.
yeah, you
What'd you say?
you were the first kids.
Uh-huh.
Mina, what do you from the outside looking in? Uh, what do you what would you say to the kids? I know you have your own kids and they're a lot younger than ours. Not all of
My
them, but
babies.
of course Jacob. But your what would you say to your nieces and nephews here?
I'd say great job, guys. I mean, good job listening to your parents. Good job leading by example. Because my kids, I always share all the good stuff you guys do with my children. It's important that they see that there's they have family members out there doing good things and being productive citizens and doing your part. But it's good that you guys each have something, um, your own view of how you were raised. And I think it's great that no matter what the view is, you guys still come back to like being a family and enjoying that part of being such a big family. Um, and it's great to see you guys out there doing a good thing. I mean, you guys know your mom and I text all the time. So even though we're not physically there, we are there, and we do see everything. And Gilbert and I help raise Jasmine and Jesse for a little bit there, a good portion,
Holy
and
cow.
that's right. Goodbye, guys. And it's a big thing for you guys to be able to communicate to your parents the way you do. I mean, the fact that even though you can say, Bumper's tough, even though we can say that, which I was the one that was giving you guys the discipline, um, it's a great thing that you guys are able to even communicate that way to your parents. Not many people get that opportunity because maybe that openness wasn't there. And that communication wasn't there, but you guys have a great opportunity to communicate to your parents. And that should be lessons that you guys take, as you have children in the future, right? Not right now, but in the future. Take that, take those lessons with you when you understand what it is that the pros and cons of how your parents raised you. And, as parents, we're going to have cons, right? Everything's not going to always be, puppies and rainbows, right? There's going to be bad times, but learn those lessons and take them with you and use it as a tool for you to become a better person. I talk to my kids a lot. Like I take Tino to school every morning. And Gilbert says he's always quiet with them, but I always tell him make conversation. And even if I talk about
That's what they
the
give me
dumbest
for
stuff,
me. They
like
say I don't talk when I
babysitting.
drive.
Well, but you know what? Honestly, I take that as an opportunity because he is a teenager, and I use that as an opportunity to just let him know that like he can come to me. It's leaving that communication open, and I know that you guys have excellent communication with your mom. And I know that your mom's always open, even if you're gonna come and say the dumbest shit. Like your mom's ready to accept it and to help you guys, go further. So,
She's only saying that because somebody
my,
just said some dumb shit.
you know what?
What
Hey,
happened?
no,
What
If
honestly,
happened?
I
somebody
feel
else
like
to
the
say
girls
some
are the
dumb
most
shit,
open with their
but you know
mom. That's
what?
the
Yeah,
problem.
the girls
That's the
The big thing
problem.
are
here is
very, very open.
overall, Weecha has done a fabulous job. And Bumper, you've done a great job being a provider. And I know it was difficult for you to not actually be there, but you've done a great job being a provider. And honestly, without you being that provider, Weecha wouldn't have been able to do the things that she was able to do with her kids. Because my sister has always been independent, but being independent and with the wrong person doesn't allow you to be the best person you can be. And so you've actually allowed my sister to be that. And I think that's a big thing that the kids have all seen. They've all noticed that. And it's a great thing to see you guys grow up. So I really do enjoy your Wacky Wednesdays, although I can't be on there all the time. But I just want to say kudos to you guys. You guys are doing a great job. You kids keep, keep looking for a brighter future in everything that you do. Continue to stay focused. And remember, we're all going to have bad days. We're not going to always do what it is that we planned to do and be so, in different ways, but keep your success there. Keep it at that main point and continue to strive to be great people that you are.
Thank you, Mina. That means a lot to them, and thank you guys for being great role models. You and Gilbert are great role models for our kids, and we can never thank you enough for that. But thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking my call. Bye, guys.
All right, we love you. Bye. So that was their tia Mina all the way in the Tampa area. Real quick, man, if y'all are tuning in for my kids' sake, right? You can see that down there. You can see it says Bumper Gomez. Do me a favor, man. I say it all the time. I'm trying to get to 1,000 viewers, dude. Y'all got to help me out. Share these videos. Go on my YouTube channel. When you go to YouTube, look up Bumper Gomez. Hit like, hit subscribe, and share it. Share it. And give me some more subscribers. I'd like to move this to YouTube as quick as possible. Well, I think we're coming down to the end of things. And before I go, I want to let them all say something. I'm gonna start with Jacob. Did you want to say anything to everybody before they get off? Okay, hold on. Let me get Jacob on camera real quick. There he is. Lena, scoot back a little bit. More. There you go. Just like that, Lena. Go ahead, Jacob.
Isabel and Annabelle's house. We're going to pack. I'm going to pack right now. Because for Isabel and Annabelle's. Because that's what we're going for Christmas. Period.
I want you to say good night to everybody, Jacob. Tell them good night from Jacob. You want to tell them good night? Say it.
Good night, everybody. Have a Wacky Wednesday. Good question.
Nice, Jacob.
Nice. So that was good night from Jacob. So we'll move up the chain to the next baby. All the way from San Marcos, Texas.
Thanks everybody for watching. We've been trying
Jackie,
to get
where are you at? I can't hear you.
I'm right here.
Can y'all hear Jackie?
No.
Try now, Jack.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Thanks everybody for sticking around and watching. We've been trying to get a family Wacky Wednesday going for a while. Thanks, Dad, for getting us together and listening to everything we had to say. And thank you to everybody else who had, and Mom. Thank you to everybody else who had a large part in our upbringing and our raising. Can't thank you guys enough for everything. And have a good night.
Good night, baby. We love you. Next, Nito, he's not in the room, so we'll jump up to Lena. We'll put her here on this camera. Go ahead, Lena.
I guess I just want to say thank you for listening to us. I know we kind of ramble on too much. If you guys were actually here around us, like pretty often, you would think we didn't talk a lot tonight, just because we talk all the time about random stuff at all times, and it's very hectic, and it's a lot to keep up with overall. But I do thank y'all enough to stay tuned. How long has it been? Like 6 months. It's just crazy, and it started off with my dad eating raw meat and laughing at me for eating pizza with ranch, and me coming back home to him finishing my tequila bottles. So, thank you so much. Thank you to all who donate and contribute. Oh, that didn't sound right. Contribute.
Contribute.
Contribute to this show. And honestly, I feel like it's not even that you guys just like do that for my dad. I think we're all involved a lot, way too much. I feel. I think we're always like always telling dad like maybe you should have done this, maybe next time you should do this. So but thank y'all a lot. Thank you to the family, friends, everyone. Love y'all.
Shout out to my buddy Jay Elliott watching in Okinawa, Japan. He was there since day one. Thank you, Jay, for always tuning in. Faithful fan.
I'm out of there.
So next we'll have Jesse. We'll let him say his goodbyes. Jess, go ahead, man.
All right. Yeah, I just want to go off of what Lena said. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in every week. And that's crazy. I didn't know it was 6 months already. That's insane. But that it's cool that he has a constant flow of people, and you guys are always here to view and always calling questions and everything like that. That's cool. One thing I do want to say though, I know you know, but I want to restate that we are appreciative of everything you have done and everything you do every day. We know what you went through. What we know of what you went through, we don't fully obviously experience it, but we are grateful and we do love you, and we do appreciate you for being the man that you are, for allowing the freedom of his kids who are now like adults that respect to come on here and talk freely and say what they want. Yeah, I just want to let you know that we are very appreciative of you and Mom, and we love you guys, and thank you again for having us on here, and thanks guys for watching.
This guy's making my eyes sweaty, bro. That was Jesse. So now we're gonna move to my left, Miss Jasmine. Hold on, Jasmine. I don't want to be in this picture. Hold on. Let me get this off of here. Hold on. There you go, Jasmine. All alone, all by yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching and for always tuning in every Wednesday and supporting my dad and his little podcast. Eventually, he'll be on Joe Rogan's level, if y'all know what I mean. To my brothers and sisters, I'm very proud of you guys for where you are. I'm getting emotional. We've been through a lot together as a family, and where we are now, it just makes me proud and happy. Dad, thank you for everything you've done, everything you've sacrificed, and everything you've given us that you didn't have. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally about to like bawl. But thank you guys for watching. Follow, subscribe to his YouTube channel so he can get up there and go live on YouTube.
Yeah, get him big like Joe Rogan. So that way,
There you go.
Maybe him and Joe Rogan can be on a podcast.
No, get him big like Joe Rogan so I can be like Elon Musk and come on here and
This guy.
Hey, Joe Rogan's in Austin now, so maybe.
This guy. Jayla left. She said goodnight to everybody. I think she put a comment on there. She had to go write an op order or something. I don't know, something crazy.
Thank you for coming. Have a great Wacky Wednesday, and come back on next Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday.
Hold on, Jacob. We didn't hear you. We didn't hear you, dude. Hold on. Go ahead one more time.
Wait, what did I say? Thank you for coming to Wacky Wednesday. And come next week for Wacky Wednesday. Have a great Fabulous Day.
Dang it!
Good job.
Nice,
Go to sleep
Jakey.
early, go to school.
So that leaves me, man. We went over, but hey, it's my kids. We can do that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know tonight was definitely a different, a lot of moving parts. Shout out to the kids' grandma in Florida from Ruskin, Miss Thelma Ramirez. Kids, she said she loves every single one of you.
We love you, Jasmine from San Antonio.
So shout out. Man, thank you guys for tuning in. Really, I don't even know which camera I'm in. I'm looking somewhere. Yeah, look at this one. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It really means a lot. Tonight was really special for me. I know it's just kind of just random questions. There's really no flow to anything. That's what makes that's why I like doing what I do. I don't really have a script or anything. We kind of just go off of conversation. Again, man, if you guys could do me a favor, that's all I ask. No money here. Just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and share it. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. And I look forward to the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's going to get crazy. I'll tell you right now. Hey, next Wednesday is going to be crazy. I'm telling you, you better tune in. All right. Y'all have a good night. And Wacky Wednesday out.